There is arguably just one major issue with this promo, stopping a lot of people from calling it one of the best promos of the season. But we'll go on to what that is later, and we'll start things off by looking at what makes this promo so good. And it starts off with the masters themselves. Now, you might be looking at them thinking, oh, they're just general masters. You got a couple of position boosts and a couple of team boosts. Well, what's actually the case is we have got two incredible team boosts on Novak and also McAdoo with the new high fly boost to team. We've only had this boost on a previous Jam rank card from the live pass, and now we're getting it as a team boost, and it is the best boost category in the game. But it doesn't end there, because both Novak and McAdoo at the moment, they are giving out a +4 to team instead of a +2. No one knows whether this will be fixed. Hopefully it doesn't, but as of right now, these are giving out a +4 to team, which makes them incredibly valuable in helping everyone's team overall. No matter what playstyle you are, even if you're a power player, these guys will help boost up every single player on your team. Aside from those two crazy masters, you've also got Derrick Rose. He's given out a team bully ball boost, which again is a really solid boost, and it is to team, which makes it really valuable. Then you got both Steve Nash and Jerry West, who have got some really nice stats, and they are giving out elite shooting boost to position, which is a very good boost. And then it comes on to our Grandmaster. You've got Steve Kerr, who's giving out an elite shooting boost. Now, there are a couple of issues with Steve Kerr, namely being his stats are a little bit low, like his three-pointer is a fairly low stat. He's a shooting guard, and that boost is probably going to make him a bench player, which you can't really complain about too much. At least he's making it onto your bench, giving out a solid boost to your entire team. The stats, as I said, are a little bit of a downside, but you could have a better shooting guard, say Jerry West, starting, and you're sort of utilizing both Jerry West and also that Steve Kerr from the promo to get the maximum boost to help your team out overall. So the players aren't the issue with the promo, but if we go on into the sets, again, the issues aren't really here. It's very basic. We have had this promo format many times now before, and you're basically using Live Today trophies to try and get select packs, or you're using the basic set, which only requires 20 tokens from the event. I'd still like to see us being able to get live trophies a different way, because at the moment you can only get them through getting coin blitzes done in the Live Today section, which do cost stamina, and you want to be spending most of your stamina in the main event, which is a little bit annoying. Some people see it as a little bit of a luck-based promo just because you want to try and get yourself the players needed for the specific exchange sets. I don't really buy into that too much. I do admit luck is kind of a factor with how quickly you can get the masters, but overall it's exactly how many events you play through, leading to how many masters you end up with. The store, again, is very simple. It's going to cost you maybe a couple more coins than other promos in that it's 100k a day to buy the only coin pack in the store. There's also a watch ad or credit offer to get some extra sharpshooter tokens, so that isn't the issue. The main issue arises with the stamina cost. This promo is only out for a total of 7 days, which already makes it a shorter promo. Back when we got it the very first time, the Totti promo back in season 5 was I think 10 or 11 days long, which meant that even though the stamina costs were high per event, you had plenty of time to go through and try and get yourself a master. Whereas every single time we get this promo and it's 7 days, nothing has changed to compensate for that change in time, which does make it really annoying because every event is 75 stamina. There are 20 blitz events per section. That means that each section is going to cost you 1,500 stamina. And the shorter the promo, the more you're going to have to play through to put you in a chance to get that Grandmaster, which means some people are spending up to 4,500 stamina to play 3 sections to get themselves those 3 104 masters, which is a really, really tough grind. Now, admittedly, it is a grind that a lot of people are willing to do just so they can get these crazy guys giving out crazy boosts. And it does still mean that this promo format is a free-to-play friendly one, meaning you can still get the Grandmaster no money spent. But it is those stamina costs that do make it very unenjoyable to go ahead and play through, because you could go log on into the game and use all of your stamina and you'd only play through about 8 or 9 different events, and then you'd have to wait for your whole stamina bar to reset and then go back on. That's just the casual player who's not looking at getting all these stamina ads got through using the campaign bug, or just keep spending NBA cash to refill your stamina bar or stamina bottle collectibles. And this is coming off of the bat of a really stamina intensive promo with that BFF one. So you're having 2 in a row of people having to spend a bunch of stamina to try and get these masters. And what would be good is if we had this promo format for 10 or 11 days, fine, have it at 75 stamina, because then you know you can at least go ahead and play through a good amount of promo events throughout the entirety of the promo. And you would actually be able to get to the last event, as you would be able to get through all of the milestones based off of how many points you're getting throughout the entire event. But when we get the promo format reduced to 7 days, make these events 50 stamina apiece. That would make it a bit easier to go ahead and play through and a bit more enjoyable to go ahead and play through to try and get some of the masters, because a lot of people would log on, see it's 75 stamina, that's it. They're not playing the promo at all. I know that that means that they themselves are missing out on certain stuff, but it does make the promo a little bit less enjoyable, and it'd be more fun if it was, say, 50 stamina apiece for these events. But other than that, the promo itself is really, really good. And a lot of people also think that as well, because I asked you guys as usual on my Discord server and my YouTube community page. The link to the Discord server will as always be in the description down below. And our first comment is 10 out of 10. Perfect Masters and Grandmaster and format. It's the best promo of the season. Now, personally, I don't think it is the best promo of the season. We have had other promos that are slightly better. I do get that the Grandmaster and the Masters are really, really good. The format is nice as well. When we had this back in Totty, this was probably one of my favorite promo formats. But as we got it again and again in a shorter amount of time, I've realized because those stamina costs are really high, that's what hinders this promo in my opinion. It is still definitely up there, and it could for me be right at the top if it did have those lower stamina costs. Yuri over here says 5 out of 10 because the Masters are pretty good. They have quite good stats and have good boosts. The Grandmaster is underwhelming, another shooting boost again, and Kerr's 3-point shot is very low. And you can't actually look at Kerr's stats unless you've actually got him or you've seen screenshots of what his stats are looking like. And if you have looked at his stats, you will notice that that 3-point stat is very, very low, which is really unfortunate, especially for a Steve Kerr card who was a good 3-point shooter in his time and should be getting a higher 3-point shot in my opinion, especially considering he's a 106 master. So that is a real downside. And of course, he's giving out an elite shooting boost. So surely that stat should be one of the best stats that he has. Another person rates it 5 out of 10. Only 7 days. I think the Grandmaster is free to play, but you need a huge amount of luck. Kerr's 3-pointer is very low. I'm skipping and I'll grind Trade Wars promo instead. Now, here's the thing about the luck stuff. Say if you had two people, one was extremely lucky, one wasn't extremely lucky. If you say played 20 events every single day, the more lucky one will obviously get a bit further in this promo. But say you had a lucky guy playing 20 events and you had a non-lucky guy playing 40 or even up to 60 events. That person with 40 or 60 events would still probably get up to the same point as the lucky guy, maybe even further because they're playing so many more events, they're getting more players overall, so they have more options open to get a certain amount of tokens. That's where the luck thing doesn't really work in my opinion. I think it's not really a luck-based promo, it's more how much effort you're willing to put in to try and get yourself the stamina required to get some of these masters. I don't see it as a luck-based promo in my opinion. Another comment over here says 9 out of 10. My only problem is the 75 per blitz. Literally 1,500 just for one master. And that is a ton of stamina if you think about it. Like a maximum you can get your stamina bar to go up to is 600. And you times that by 2, that's 1,200. That's not even 1,500. You need to get an extra 300 stamina on top of that, which is a lot of stamina overall. Yes, there are ways of getting that stamina through stamina bottles, getting your adverts done, using the campaigns to try and get those adverts again and again, but it does get a little bit boring after a while. A comment on YouTube says it's a great promo. Love the masters having a team boost, high flyer and bully ball, but this promo would be better if the stamina consumption was just 50 per blitz. But nonetheless, it is a no money spent promo and I think everyone could get Kerr. And that's why I think it's still a really good promo. Like it is still no money spent. You do have that option of going for Kerr. It's just going to take all of your effort to try and get him. Another comment says 10 out of 10, went from 113 from 111. And a lot of people are seeing this massive bump up in overall from say 111 to 113 as this guy. Other people might go from 112 to 114 just because of the boost that these guys are giving out. All of those team boosts, the high flyer one especially, because it is the best boost in the game. At the moment, it is a +4, which is just nuts in itself. So it's basically an elite team boost, which makes these really, really valuable. And that bully ball boost by Derrick Rose is also a solid boost. Pair that with that Steve Kerr as well. If you got all 4 of those guys, that is going to be ridiculous to your team. And lots of people are seeing this massive bump up in overall. And it's definitely increasing what your team could look like no money spent in terms of overall as well. I've been seeing 113 no money spent teams, which are just absolutely nuts. Another comment says too short and luck based for the Grandmaster, but getting 2 boosted players free to play, 5 out of 10. And 5 out of 10 is still, for me, a little bit low for this promo. I'd still put it up there, possibly closer to 8, maybe even 9 even, but 10 out of 10 is a little bit of a stretch for me personally, just because there is still that potential of the stamina cost being lowered, and that would make it a little bit better in my opinion. Another comment says L, literally one of the most repeated formats, and I don't think there is one single repeated format. I think we have got a bunch of promo formats that we keep getting again and again and again. For me at the moment, I don't know exactly how many times we've had this promo format. We've probably had it a bunch of times, as with other promo formats that we have, like the Lightning versus Thunder format and the April Fool's format, and it's pretty much the same with all of them. Having a different promo format would of course be really nice, but what can you do? Another comment says trash as usual, none of the players would help my team currently. Now I have to strongly disagree with this. A lot of the players from this promo will definitely help your team no matter what play style you are, and unless you have someone who's just nuts and not actually in the game at the moment, then I don't see how the guys in the promo won't help your team. Like you got guys giving out high fly boost, you got elite shooting boost, you got elite team shooting boost, and you've also got that crazy bully ball boost as well. So I don't really agree with that point saying that none of these players will help your team. I think the majority of them will definitely help your team in some way or another. So if this promo changed up the stamina cost from say 75 to 50 or extended the promo to 11 days or 10 days, I would definitely be saying that this promo is arguably one of the best we've had all season, but because of that stamina cost, it is dropping a little bit in my opinion. But what do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think regardless of the stamina cost, this is still one of the best promos that we've had all season, or do you think that it is still hindered by that stamina cost issue? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you want to go check out exactly how you can get these 104s, because there's still a lot of time for you to be able to get at least one of these guys completely free, go check out the video in the bottom left hand corner where I went through all the tips and tricks to help you get these guys completely free. Go check out that video and I'll see you guys in that one. Peace.